Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. So, hope all of you are well. I am just resting this Shabbat and thought I should jump on here and say hi to everyone, give some updates. With Shabbat, just a side note, with Shabbat, meal prep is very important, especially during the week. I just finished eating a salad and I was saying, oh, I should have boiled some eggs from the day before so that I can, get some protein on my salad. But I'll remember to do that for next week. So if you guys want to share with me how you prep your meals for Shabbat, let me know. But I pretty much do my prep a day or two before so I can just take what I need out of the fridge and eat. Okay. But yeah, so just want to do a continuation of what we are seeing happening throughout the world, and to follow up on the last video that I did called Following the Leader Back to America, where I went into detail and explained that when the CEO of the United States went to Africa, he was in Egypt. When he left, an angel followed him back to America. And the job of this angel is to create great destruction, great catastrophe on the land, in the lives of the CEO of the United States and his family, politicians, and the people, the resources, the food. All of these things will face great destruction. And that the military plans of the administration will not work. So their plans they have in Central and South America, in the Caribbean, the plans that they have in Europe for the Eastern European country and the Eastern Mediterranean country, all of their plans that they've put together will not work. And shortly after I posted that video, the CEO of the United States announced that he now would like nuclear testing to resume. And the last time the United States did nuclear testing was in 1992. So we are talking now 33 years later. Take note of that number. 33 years later, he wants to resume nuclear testing. And what we need to understand is that what we are seeing is a script. It is the Most High that has set forth events that need to take place before his return. And these people, these heathens that are running the United States and have no clue what they are doing, they are set for destruction, and they're doing exactly what the Most High wants them to do. The Most High Yahuwah can place thoughts in people's minds. He can make people do and say things in order so that His will takes place. Today is November 1st. The SNAP benefits of about 40 million, at least 40 million Americans, has stopped. And simultaneously, as it has stopped, the CEO of the United States has demanded that the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, create a rapid response team or unit, whatever you want to call it, in all 50 states of 500 soldiers in each state that can rapidly respond to any uprising and suppress it. Again, all of this is planned. All of it. And I said in my previous video, and I also said in the videos before that, America's Last Stand Part 2, where I discuss the last stand of this American administration that will take place in America against their own people. That they're going to restrict the movements of the citizen, of the resident, so they cannot move around freely. I also said, sorry about that. I also said that this will start at a city level. And then from the city level, it will move to a state level, a regional level, and then a federal level. And that's exactly what you're seeing. I said in that video, America's Last Stand, Part 2, that they're going to start at the city level. And that's what they did, right? They started with Washington, D.C. They went into Los Angeles. They went into Chicago. They went into Memphis. They are all around. Even if you do not hear it on the news, they're in many cities across the United States. And just in time, They are now doing what I said they were going to do, which is to move into state level control. So now they're going to have authorities at the state level in their rapid response units. And from there, they're going to start saying it's regional. They're going to have a region, and this is just me talking. I don't know exactly what they're going to call it or how they're going to break up the regions. But you may see like a northeast region, a southern region, a western region, a midwest region, a northwest region. They're going to start breaking up the United States into specific regions. And within those regions, they're going to have facilities that they're going to bring people to stay when they remove them from the street. When they remove them from their homes, from their businesses, from their workplace, from their place of worship. And what you are witnessing is you're witnessing desperation from this government. You are witnessing a controlled demolition of the American way of life. The corporation of America is being demolished and being built back up to be something else. But their plans are not going to work. What I also mentioned in that video, America's Last Stand Part 2, is you're going to see them come out with new uniforms. You're not going to be able to tell the difference between ICE, the U.S. military, any state militias they have. You're going to see them roll out new uniforms. Also, Border Patrol is another one. From what I'm hearing is they want to bring Border Patrol into ICE or have Border Patrol take over the activities of ICE. One of those. They're going to come out with new uniforms. Their vehicles are going to look different. And this is a psychological exercise that is being done on the American people. While this is taking place, they're going to shut down people's bank accounts. So the snap is just the beginning because they already have cut people's Section 8. They have already cut people's Medicaid. They already started before to limit people's use of their EBT. and now they're just going to cut it off. And I did say that. I did say that they were just going to cut it off. And that was said in one of my videos, The Beginning of Captivity. And also, there is no going back. No golden age America is broke, where they're going to limit these services and eventually they're just going to cut it off. Like you're just not going to have it anymore. And they have moved more quickly than I thought that they would move. But they are following the script, okay? And never forget that the Most High Yahuwah is in control. These heathens are done. They are going to fight and fight and fight. They're going to fight for relevance. They're going to fight for resources. They're going to fight for land, gold, other precious metals. They're going to fight for fresh water. But nothing that the United States does to try to win is going to work for them. Nothing is going to work for them. They're going to be frustrated. They're going to say, we went over these plans. We wargamed it. We made contingencies. And still, nothing is going to work for them because it's not supposed to work. They are supposed to be in the position that they're in. I have said in most of my videos that I have uploaded that if you're a Yasharel, you need to repent, you need to turn to the Most High and ask for His protection during this time, for food, for shelter, for all of your sustenance, for the protection upon your head to the soles of your feet, that the Most High Yahuwah is with you and is protecting you. Because you're going to see things. We all are going to see things that we have never seen before. And you're going to have discernment to understand what you are looking at and what you need to do to protect yourself and your family. They are not going to tell you why they're really doing what they are doing. They're going to lie to you, and they have already started to lie to you. They have concocted a story to tell the American people and the world that the reason why they're going into the Caribbean and Central and South America is to stop the flow of illegal substances from that region into the United States. But all of that is a lie. If you know the history of the United States in those regions, you know that all of their alphabet agencies assisted in bringing in all of those illegal substances into the United States so they can take the money from the sales of those illegal substances to go fight WARs around the world. Now that they have lost pretty much all of those WARs around the world, in Iran, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, their silent war against China, against Russia, their WAR in Libya, in Somalia, their silent wars in Africa, and even the conflicts they funded throughout the Caribbean and South America. That they don't have the resources to go around the world and continue all that fighting to get all those resources. So the next best thing is to go down to a region that is close to them, Central, South America, and the Caribbean, and make up a story why they are there, why they need to be there, and go and take those resources and say it's to stop illegal substances from coming in to the United States. I just watched a video of a 4-star general in the U.S. military explain that the Amazon is the lungs of the world, that 30% of fresh water is in that region, that same region has vast amounts of rare earth minerals, pristine land, and that America needs to act quickly and decisively to go in and get all of that. Because they need all of those resources to continue their wickedness by fighting WARs around the world. They need all of those resources to continue their greed. But the angel that has followed the CEO of the United States back to America from Africa is going to make sure none of that takes place. As I said in the video, America's Last Stand, Part 1, America is going to be given over to great embarrassment. Everyone is going to see it. They're not going to be able to spin it and make it seem a certain way that it is not. They're not going to be able to deceive anyone. Everyone is going to see this great embarrassment. And the list of plans that they have in order so that they can achieve their goals, they're going to go through the whole list. Actually, they probably won't even get through the whole list. I can't say they're going to get through the whole list. But they're going to go through plan A, B, C, D. They're going to go all down, A, B, C, D. They're going to keep going. And none of it is going to work. It was confirmed that the United States tried to bribe the pilot for Maduro, that he fly Maduro to a specific location so that the United States military can take him into custody. And he didn't do it. So that plan was thwarted. And there's going to be more plans. They're going to come up with more plans, more things that they want to do. And none of it is going to work. Again, they're going to be given over to great embarrassment. They're going to be frustrated with themselves. And they're going to be asking themselves, why is it that all these plans that we have are not working? And don't be surprised if they start to change the generals that are put in place to lead this wickedness. They just start shuffling the generals. You see some generals retire. You see some of them just leave. You see that they get moved around. It's like you're watching how you'd watch a sports game, and the coach doesn't bring that home team, doesn't get that win, and within a few weeks they say they have a new coach, and that coach goes out with the team to get that win, and there's no win. And they continue changing the coach because they want to get that win. That's also what you're going to see, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. These heathens that are running the United States government, they think that they're living in a time, that they're still living in a time where when they go and do something, it just works out for them. They can just spin it and make it appear like they're the winners. It's not going to work any longer. We are in a new time. We are in a new time. The time that we are in is when the wicked try and do their wickedness. When they try to implement all their plans, the Most High has already turned his attention to them, and he's bringing them down. These people are inept, they're wicked, they're evil. They have no love in their heart for the Most High Yahuwah and Yahushua HaMashiach. There is no love in their heart for him. They only know to follow their father. That's all they know. Even when they say they are Christian, they still have no love in their heart for the Most High Yahuwah. They say they're Christian, but yesterday, these same people, including the CEO of the United States, decided instead of observing Shabbat that they were going to go and celebrate Halloween. Instead of repenting and going down on their knees and praying to the Most High Yahuwah to forgive them of their sins and to lead them into all knowledge and wisdom, they went and followed the father of this world into all wickedness, to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That is who their father is. That is all that they know. And anyone that is Yasharal and follows these same heathens, you too are going to get their judgment. That's right. You have your church. You want to observe Halloween. You want to follow the CEO of the United States and say he's a good man. You want to disregard the word of the Most High. You want to disregard all the signs that if you know the word of the Most High, you know judgment is coming. You know great judgment is coming. But you want to soothe your congregation. You want to be liked by Babylon. You want to be a part of Babylon. Yes, you too will face the wrath of the Most High Yahuwah, and you too will be destroyed. I had a vision a long time ago. Actually, it's a few years ago I had the vision, but I did not write it down. But it's a vision that continues to replay in my mind of a young woman from Yasharal sitting on top of a horse with a long sword, and a man of Esau came in front of a man of Yasharal who was seated as a king, as a leader, under the shade of a tree. And he came to talk to that man of Yasharal. And the young woman on the horse took her sword and cut off his head in front of the whole audience that was in front of that young man of Yasharal. Esau is done. They're done. This is why you see them trying to give so much attention to us, trying to pass laws that affect us in a negative way, to take our shelter, our food, make us uncomfortable. And this is a part of a larger plan by the Most High to get us separated from these people because they're under judgment. They're going to have the wrath of the Most High poured out upon them. And do not take it as an insult when they try to pass these laws to separate you from them. Yes, make them do it. Because once we are separated from them, once all that are to be separated from them are separated from them, the wrath of the Most High will come in full force against them. Those that bless Yeshurun will be blessed. Those that curse Yeshurun will be cursed. Move away from them. You don't have to have any interaction with them. Don't. They are scared. They are being terrorized right now. There is no peace of the Most High upon them and in their life. None. Now, if what they say, if what Esau says is true, that they are Christian, shouldn't they have the peace that surpasses all understanding? But they don't. The Most High is terrorizing them. The CEO of the United States is being terrorized. Do not let what you see on camera fool you. His family is going to be terrorized. All those that are in his circle will be terrorized. They're all going to be given over to great shame and reproach. They're not going to know where to go, what to do, what to say. They're not going to know what to think. That is a part of their judgment. The plagues are going to be coming full force onto these people and onto the land, onto the food. They are already saying that these politicians, all these secretaries, all these people that are in this current administration are being moved to military bases. They're being moved out of their homes into military bases, into bunker-like living. And I said in my previous video, following the leader back to America, that this judgment is going to take these politicians as well. And it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse for them. They think they can hide in their bunker. The angels of the Most High that he has sent to follow the CEO of the United States, to follow him back to America, they will not be able to go nowhere to hide from the angel. They will not be able to hide. And this is good. This is good. This is the Most High that has heard our prayers. He has heard our cries. He has seen our tears. He has seen the blood, and he has heard the blood that has been shed. And he has turned his attention to the apple of his eye, Yasharal, and he is coming to destroy his enemies. Isn't the Most High good? Yahuwah, you are so good. How good you are. You are the Most High, the creator of all things, Yahuwah. And you have said vengeance is yours, and that you are the all-consuming fire. If I was Esau, if I was one of these heathen nations that decided to conspire with Esau against Yasharal, I would be scared. I would want to repent and separate myself from my people. Because if you read the scriptures, you will know that that is the only way that a person was kept from judgment. If they separated themselves from their people, repented, and took on the ways of Yasharal, they would be accepted. Or if the whole town or city repented, that's how they avoided the judgment of the Most High. But because we've gone so far, and the word of the Most High says that they will not do that, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. I'm talking about nations of people. They're not going to repent. It is going to be individuals that the Most High has called out that will repent and turn from wickedness. These people are done. Not only the United States, as I've mentioned in pretty much every video, but pretty much all of Europe, the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, pretty much all of Asia. They're done. They are done. Remember, if you have any Israelite among you, and I'm speaking to those that are not Israelite, if you bless Yasharal, you will be blessed. If you curse Yasharal, you will be cursed. And with the removal of us from amongst the heathen, their judgment will come swiftly. Swiftly, their judgment is going to come. I also want to mention, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of this video for all of Yisrael. Please pray for our brothers and sisters, our brethren and our sistren throughout the Caribbean, in Jamaica, in Haiti, and on the island of Hispaniola, Cuba, Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Virgin Islands. Please pray for our brothers and sisters there. Our brothers and sisters in Trinidad and Tobago, our brothers and sisters in Venezuela. Yes, Yisrael is also in Venezuela. Please pray for all of our brethren and our sistren that are scattered throughout the Caribbean for divine protection, to give us our sustenance as well, because the storm that passed through is really bad. And on the other side of the Caribbean, the military buildup is really bad as well. But the Most High is going to expose these people and what they've done to us, and they will not be able to stand. I want to thank all of you for joining me today, and that you have a restful evening. Shabbat Shalom.